Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not rock with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace of mind. Unlike Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to conscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the Browns kicker, Chase McLaughlin, set to go, and we are underway now from Cleveland. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Prescott looks to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. A first down throw for Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that way. Prescott on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And
oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before... of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Lamb, that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Rolling to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And some room to work. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Mayfield on first down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the...
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 33 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. He's got it at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the 10. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys. Boy, CeeDee Lamb so prolific at Oklahoma catching passes like this from Kyler Murray, and he's doing it at the NFL level too. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Fighting through. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing, Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Forced out to his left. It's caught by Hooper. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. He's at the 40, the 20.
Nothing here.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield dancing to his left. Going deep here for Landry. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him. But he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Mayfield being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Steps away to his left. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Mayfield to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dorrance Armstrong coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First down, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Elliott, toss right. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great run, yes, but something you pointed out to me on film is when they get outside the tackles, their wide receivers are really good at blocking. And this is a team that values those wide receivers actually blocking. They actually get congratulated and noted for their blocking during a game. They can have a 10-catch game, but if they don't block well, it's going to be a long week for them in practice. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass. A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, let's see. And the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Prescott from the gun. Steps away. That's to his running back. Complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 40. across the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott looks to throw on first. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he's brought down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott buying time to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should find him. Find him.
Meanwhile, and he'll be out just a yard or 2 from the 32 now. Here from the shotgun, it's Prescott rolling to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's picked off at the 22. And he'll bring 29. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 39. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Mayfield. Out to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
First down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. From the gun, Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now Pollard. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He'll buy some time right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Mayfield on 1st down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.